Today from Ascension Lightworkers to the Ascension Lightworker Collective. New Earth, the Golden Age, is not a place, but a higher frequency and a higher state of consciousness. All of existence is accessed through light and sound waves. As an ascending collective, we are vibrating and shining at a much higher light level to match the collective frequency to this new Earth reality. The only way we can truly reach this actualization is by reclaiming our power and sovereignty, being fearless enough to stand up against anything or anyone that does not serve the highest spiritual path of love, and to refuse to comply to anything that promotes manipulation and slavery and control. Ascending souls are walking in the light of the new age of Aquarius, the defenders of truth and sovereignty, and have consciously stopped feeding in the lower vibrational structures of control and tyranny in all things, 2 to 3D, that prevent humanity from ascending and transforming into the original templates of God's source original creation. You are receiving downloads to access your higher light, divine consciousness, soul awareness, and healing frequency in order to upgrade your operating systems of beliefs and to access new programs and new possibilities, such as healing abilities, higher levels of psychic senses, and new levels of conscious awareness and knowledge. Your reality is about to change immensely. The sadness that you have possibly been experiencing is the old energy leaving your physical body. You are leaving behind a great amount of your past self in the past and behind you, where it now belongs. If there is anything that surfaces within you, validate it, feel it, in order to heal it. You are being asked to keep going and use the contrasts in your life as stepping stones to move forward. There is nothing wrong with you. If at times you are reliving your past self, you are in fact reaching deeper into more layers and levels of healing within yourself. The only thing that is ultimately real about your journey here on Ascending Earth are the steps that you are taking at this moment. That's all there ever is. The point of your power is only found in the now. As you ascend, you also recognize that your unlearning is the highest form of your learning. Whenever your life is feeling stagnant or as if nothing is happening, this means you are being given the time and space to heal and release the baggage that you can't carry to where you are going next. Struggle is unfortunately a part of the ascension process. Sometimes the universe will take things from you, move you out of places, and or disconnect you from certain people and places in your life, in order for you to truly see and fully embrace your true self. This can feel lonely at times. However, time spent with self is the real investment made in your ascension. Earth is moving into a region of space with higher frequencies and a new energy field, which affects the Earth's magnetic grid and our consciousness. This allows us to think on a higher level. Starseeds are beings who came from higher realms to serve humanity and help transform Earth into a paradise. The celestial light forces are bombarding the planet with intense light rays to strengthen the 5D crystalline light grid and upgrade Earth's systems. These light rays activate your DNA and disintegrate lower vibrational energy. The new crystalline cell light body is forming and will enable starseeds to interpret universal data. A major collective awakening and transformation is occurring, which will lead to a more harmonious and united world. In the next 3 months, there will be powerful forces to support your ascension, making the shift to 5D much smoother. Starseeds around the world are being activated to assist in humanity's awakening and ascension. In the age of Aquarius, the new human will adopt a different approach to decision-making. Instead of relying solely on logical thinking and analyzing every detail, they will prioritize trusting their intuitive thoughts and listening to the innate wisdom of their bodies. This shift in attitude requires more courage, as it entails venturing into the unknown with faith and openness. Traditionally, humans prefer to gather information and prepare extensively before stepping into unfamiliar territory. However, the new energy of the age of Aquarius calls for a different approach, one that acknowledges that we are supported and cared for by the unseen forces of the universe. This is symbolized by the practice of asking Spirit, higher self, for guidance, stating, "Dear Spirit, tell me what it is I need to know." By embracing this mindset, the new ascending human seeks insight beyond what is immediately apparent and actively engages with the higher unseen realms. You may be experiencing a need for more sleep and general sluggishness as you integrate the recently received light codes. This period of rest and integration is important as it prepares you for further upgrades and updates in your DNA, leading to expanded awareness. It is wise to prioritize your quality of rest, consume light and nutritious food, taking care of your emotional well-being, which may be fluctuating, allowing yourself to feel without internal judgments, listening to your body and giving it the necessary rest and integration time needed. Channeled in loving and dedicated Ascension service by Ascension Lightworkers. From Divine Sister of the Light, Sarah Adams. Energy update by Archangel Michael. Greetings, beloved ones. We are sending you blessings of love and light in this now moment, and we are inviting you to open your heart to our message for you. Beloved one, know that you are well on your way out of the illusion of the third dimension and into God's reality, heaven on earth, the fifth dimension. Even if it might seem like not much is changing and lower dimensional experiences are still in your awareness, there is much help and assistance available to you. All it takes is a little willingness to ask to enter God's reality, following your inner knowing of your truth. Your asking will allow God to give you the strength to continue to reach for the higher dimensional reality, heaven on earth. This divine strength will assist you to see through the illusion of separation and judgment, the absence of love. It will assist you to recognize your God self and the God self of others, even if the illusion displays the opposite. The illusion is not real. God's reality is real. God in you and all in your world is real. Begin to see through the illusion with determination and continue to ask for God's divine strength of love to dissolve the illusion, to make heaven on earth appear right in front of your eyes. This process is not a matter of if this will happen, it is a matter of when it will happen. This is the grand awakening from the dream of the illusion. And just like a dream, it will disappear into nothing to make way for heaven on earth. And as you are receiving God's divine strength of love, we are by your side from the host of angels and ascended masters to continue to encourage you on your path. Know that all is well, beloved ones. Welcome home. We are walking beside you every step of the way. Dear ones, you are loved beyond measure, always. I am Archangel Michael, and I bring you this truth. From TelosChannel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Angela Percy. Good evening prayers up in smoke. May this sacred smoke gently wrap you in good medicine. Good evening prayers are in and have been heard and sent, prayers rising, tobacco down and offering, with sweetgrass, cedar, sage, and Palo Santo, submerging with our very essence, raising our prayers. O Hana, we give all gratitude and all humility and humbleness for this sacred smoke to gently be laid upon you, within your very lungs, and every single cell within your body, heart, soul, spirit, and mind, to see clearly, with clarity, discipline, for to purify, cleanse, through you, healing you, protecting you, always, ancestors guiding through our creators, all-knowing, healing, love, and light shining upon your beautiful sacred hearts. We pray together in unity as one to hear the sacred beautiful whispers of all sacred winds. through the ancient healing medicine wheel, and may our ancestors hold you within the ancient, sacred healing medicine song of old. May we be wrapped within the sacred healing circle of love and light, shining upon us, within us, through us, so we may be a shining lantern for someone in need this beautiful night. We do pray. Remember, your prayers are already heard before they leave your precious lips. Trust in, believe in the power of our prayers. And all gratitude for this breath we just took puts things into a humbling perspective. So beautifully sacred, each inhale and exhale we take, where the whole universe resides within. Believe, know, if you are in a storm, find peace, because our Creator has magnificent plans. Go through the storm, knowing all is as planned, and may we always walk in beauty. Blessings upon this beautiful, starlit night, we pray. Together only through our Creator's blessings, ancestors guiding, calling, healing, protecting, listening, whispering. We believe in you. We love you. Angela Percy, ancestors, and everyone, ancestors calling all star nations. Spirit White Elk, Raven. From Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray. The long wait is over. We have officially entered the golden age of Aquarius. This is an electrifying time for us. Earth's slow wobble on its axis causes the vernal equinox to shift between constellations over a 26,000-year cycle known as the astrological ages. This cyclical phenomenon, known as the precession of the equinoxes, is the result of gravitational forces exerted by the sun and moon on Earth's equatorial bulge. 144 continuing to flow in. As our planet rotates and orbits around the sun, this gravitational interplay causes its axis to trace out a slow circular motion over thousands of years. Consequently, the vernal equinox gradually shifts against the backdrop of the zodiac, marking the transition from one astrological age to the next. On January 20th, 2024, we transition from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. This date marks our official entry into the golden age of Aquarius, a period heralded by profound spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Additionally, it coincides with the year of the dragon, symbolizing resilience, guidance, and the unleashing of dormant powers within us. This new era represents a shift to more humanitarian values, scientific advancement, and spiritual enlightenment. The previous age of Pisces was associated with structured religions and institutions. But now, in the age of Aquarius, we are moving towards personal spirituality, freedom, and equality. Rigid hierarchies and establishments will be questioned. People will take more responsibility for their own lives and well-being. This new era is sometimes called the information age due to rapid developments in technology, science, and communication. Digital connectivity allows information and ideas to spread rapidly around the globe. More revolutionary inventions and discoveries are expected. Socially, movements for justice, environmentalism, and human rights have been accelerating. Tolerance for diversity, creative self-expression, and questioning the status quo are on the rise. The value systems and lifestyles of the future will be more open, fluid, and decentralized. The coming times may be turbulent as old structures crumble, but globally, consciousness is poised to expand the fifth dimension in extraordinary ways. If we can maintain compassion while dismantling limiting systems, an age of enlightenment awaits. The return of the dragons. Dragons have been a prominent symbol across many ancient cultures and mythologies. Often depicted as powerful, wise creatures, dragons represent the primordial and elemental forces of nature and the universe. Their images adorn artifacts, temples, and stories and civilizations across the world from east to west. The returning of dragons in this current age represents a resurgence of our connection to these natural forces within us and around us. The return of the dragons signals it is time for humanity to awaken our own inner spiritual power, the power that comes from being in harmony with the natural flow of life. Mythology suggests dragons guide humanity during monumental shifts in human consciousness. Their presence helps activate latent parts of ourselves and pierce the veil of illusion that keeps us separated from the truth. With the dragon's help, we shed limiting beliefs and programming passed down through the ages. We step into our sovereignty and take responsibility for who we choose to be. Dragons awaken our courage and capacity to transform. They prompt us to own our own shadow self, the parts of us we deny or suppress. By shedding light on our darkness with compassion, we can alchemize and integrate these energies within us. This makes us whole. The return of the dragons may feel intensely personal for some. We may have vivid dreams or visions of dragons reaching across time and space to make contact. For others, dragons represent a new paradigm and worldview that compels us to live in greater harmony with the planet. Either way, the dragon's presence in this golden age brings great opportunity. By welcoming their return, we welcome back parts of our deepest selves. We regain access to gifts and talents that lay dormant within us. The dragons remind us of our reason for being here and now, to fully awaken and take our place as stewards of the new earth, leaving the 3D matrix behind. Despite the beckoning call of ascension, many of us find ourselves trapped in the 3D cycle of complacency and stagnation. We prioritize comfort over growth, clinging to familiar patterns and resisting change. However, true evolution requires us to embrace discomfort, to step out of our comfort zones, and to actively engage in the process of expansion. The 3D matrix refers to the fear-based, limited reality that humanity has been trapped in for millennia. This rigid matrix operates through strict structures and hierarchies designed to keep us small and disconnected from our divine nature. Signs that we are transitioning out of the 3D matrix and into 5D include increased intuition and psychic abilities, a desire for more meaning, purpose, and authenticity, an urge to break free from old paradigms and systems, heightened creativity and imagination, a sense of awakening to your latent spiritual gifts, feeling more peace, unconditional love, and unity with all beings. To release ourselves fully from the limiting beliefs of the 3D matrix, we must identify where we are playing small and holding ourselves back. Heal our inner child's limiting core wounds. Practice present moment awareness. Release judgment of self and others. Foster acceptance and gratitude. Connect to our heart's wisdom over the egoic mind. Follow our soul's excitement with courage. The more we unwind from 3D matrix conditioning, the faster our energy vibration rises. We reclaim our sovereign divine blueprint as awakened co-creators in 5D consciousness. A whole new future awaits us. As we move forward into the 5th dimension, let us carry with us the lessons of the past and the visions of the future. Let us honor the guidance of the dragons and the wisdom of the cosmos as we navigate the unexplored pathways of ascension. And let us remember that we are not alone on this journey, for we are supported and surrounded by the loving embrace of the universe. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. We are the Galactic Federation. Aho! Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Chalea, Channel and Mystic, Message to the 144,000, now is the time, it has begun. The angels, vision and channeling, beautiful blessings, dear family of light. While meditating, I begin communicating with my angelic family. I was given a beautiful vision, so I would like to share it with all of you. I am first shown a massive golden gate. This gate is very lavish and is surrounded by billowing clouds. I am given the understanding that this gate is the doorway to beyond the pleroma, beyond the material universe, and through this gate is flowing an excessive amount of pure white light. I see this light flooding from the pleroma all the way through the cosmos, to the edges of the Milky Way galaxy, making its way to and engulfing the Earth. This very intense light is being directed by the Divine Mother, and is the essence of the Divine Father. I then see the 144,000 angelic souls who are on the earth now being engulfed with this light. I begin to see these beings individually being awakened, and as that happens, a type of code is activated within each one of their essence. I am told that this code is special to those who were chosen to take this role. Each one then are raised up, and I begin to see their etheric wings expanding. I am then told that these angelic beings are placed very strategically around the earth. Each one are where they need to be in these moments. As they awaken, each one are reconnected to their divine code. This connection isn't a physical one, or something that they must do consciously, but it is an energetic one, and it happens automatically when all angelic souls awaken. The essence of each angelic soul connects directly with the source light from the infinite Creator. I am then shown that once their codes are activated, and as they make this energetic connection to the source light, the intensity of the light the earth and humanity are receiving increases. I am shown that the more of these souls that connect with the truth of who they are, the higher the earth and humanity is raised up in light. These angelic souls have a mission unlike any other beings on earth. These angelics have a different mission, a hidden mission. I am told it was hidden and encrypted into different writings and architecture, disguising the truth behind the number 144,000. Their mission is different because these beings can use the power or force of the light to push humanity and this earth into the fifth density. They are here to do the work to hold the vibrations for those who can't, and they are here to help raise humanity and this earth into the higher light. And many of them are here on a mission to help set humanity free from the dark's rule. I am shown that the 144,000 angelics who have incarnated are unlike all other souls from this universe. As most know, there are positive and negative aligned angelics, and they all can incarnate on the earth for whatever reason they wish to. However, those chosen for the 144,000 are here to turn the tides on the dark's plan. The mission of the 144,000 angelic souls that have come here during these very precious moments are here to raise the consciousness of their earthly family and to do whatever their individual guidance is for the mission at hand. 144 flowing in. This is where you have those who are actively working to infiltrate the Dark One's plans. Each know their own personal missions, but most of the angelics are here to hold the light for all others to make the ascension. The angelics are directly created by the divine pair, and are not from within the material universe, and do not need to go through the ascension process, like other souls do that were created within this material universe. Angelics, however, because they are a direct creation of the Divine Mother, Father, are not from this physical universe, and can actively interact within all 12 dimensions of the material universe. I am then shown multiple universes, each different and all the creations of the infinite Creator. I then see our universe, which is totally different than all the other universes. It is dim and dark and does not have the brilliance of light that the other universes have. I then see many light beings from all the other universes, focused on our universe, sending brilliant love and light. These are our angelic families, waiting in anticipation for us to finish the mission we came here to do. It is the moment we have all been waiting for. The intense energies now encasing the earth are bringing all to the surface. Truth is opening up the eyes of many, and it's now the moment for the 144,000 to rise, to step up to their missions. Those angelics in human form still must ascend with humanity and still must hold the light. This means you must do the work. Humanity and those who are not of angelic origins are here to transcend the darkness and to enhance their spiritual development through ascending through the light densities of existence. In these moments, distractions are everywhere, and those of us who have a mission, we are being guided to step up now. We are being guided to use the power of light to transform what is not of divine will. We are being asked to stand tall and hold the sword of light with great honor. If you feel drawn to these words, you may be an angelic soul, and you may be one of the 144,000 chosen to awaken to your power. One must remember that angelic souls have been incarnated in too many different races throughout this universe. Many, if not most of us, who are already awake may have had their origins as angels. The Starseeds who are here from the 6 dimensions and beyond, especially. An angelic soul usually starts with incarnating into higher forms of life, such as an Andromedan, Arcturian, or Sirian, before coming to Earth. This is why many believe Sananda to be from Sirius. However, Sananda, the one you know as Yeshua, he is originally an angelic soul and is leading the 144,000 in this great divine plan. I feel I was given this vision to help those of the 144,000 to awaken, to remember their divine heritage, and to step up to the missions they came here to do. Now is the time. It has begun. I love you all so, and so much love, light, and joy from UniversalLighthouse.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Christy Ashley, the return to love and unification. The Divine Feminine has persevered time and time again throughout her healing journey. She has traveled many miles into her inner darkness, wounds, and shadows, and has surrendered herself to the holy cosmic womb of rebirth. Reclaiming her power, she is now stepping into her sacred role as she walks in devotion, love, truth, and purity, while spreading her wings of liberation. This liberation is not one that brings upon shame or indignation to the divine masculine, but the total opposite, as the sacred feminine leads from a place of forgiveness and unconditional love, for she knows all too well that the patriarchy has deeply hurt men too. There has been so much shame, guilt, sadness, and anger to be purged in this part of his soul's journey. But as the divine masculine begins to rise, moving through his own inner healing and evolutionary path, the feminine ignites the sacred fires within herself that burn around the masculine, purifying all that her love touches with each alchemizing flame, giving to him her eternal warmth. May our brothers always be held within the sacred space of our hearts and wombs as they dive deeply into the waters of inner alchemy and transmutation, bringing forth the divine gifts calling to be excavated, rediscovered, and anchored within our new earth. May the feminine be the calm and gentle embrace that allows the sword to come down, the armor to fall off, and the shadow defenses crumble, as he has now found a space that is safe enough to be vulnerable, to feel the depth of his emotions and speak to his authentic truth once again. May the feminine's grace and softness provide a sanctuary for him, to unload the heavy weight that has been cast upon his shoulders for far too long. May the feminine be the lighthouse on the darkened sea that helps to guide him through the storm and back home again. The feminine craves and desires The awakened masculine's rise to his inner throne, as it brings structure and stability to what she wishes to co-create with him, when they are both standing within their sacred power. When she is able to feel safety and trust within his presence, she can fully surrender to him and no longer requires her own inner masculine to be constantly guarding the gates of her heart. The divine masculine taking a grand leap into his own destiny and true essence as the faithful, loyal, and devoted warrior, leads from the sacred heart of honor and integrity. When attuned with his own inner feminine, he is able to trust and open his heart, bringing him into a greater depth of intuition and wisdom that is needed for this next part in the journey. Together they stand as one in holy unity, as the true twin pillars supporting this beautiful now. As we move through these potent energies of unification, may we always choose to forgive and walk in love. Christy Ashley. From Divine Sister of the Light Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. The Meaning of Life, Energy Update. For what is coming next, we are being guided to develop and accept again the previously lost trust in the self and in life. Not the personality self or the life as we knew it, as we have left both behind forever, but the eternal self and eternal life. We are eternal beings, and we are being called to allow to feel and accept this truth again. Our consciousness is expanding to meet and merge with the truth of our existence. This is the end game, and this next phase will be very different than anything we have experienced before. So we are being asked to navigate our way in every step of the way and embrace new ways of relating to our own existence and life. One thing is clear. The love that surrounds us in this process is great, and the reassurance of our successful transition to the new is a given. So all we need to do is trust and continue. Through the uprooting that we went through, we have left the 3D attachments of the lower chakras behind. These attachments were mainly based and built upon the condition of death coming from the connection to the underworld, and they were attached to long chains of distorted ways of relating to everything, inwardly and outwardly, via this condition of death and the general lack of safety and the presence of uncertainty of this reality. This was also more enhanced via the experience of many resets that have taken place in this realm that we are now zeroing out. So we have now allowed these chains to drop away. As this is taking place, a new inner oscillation is being embodied, and this naturally ignites a transformation of the higher chakras to 1313 flowing in, which means that we are now becoming able to easier contact, remember, and reestablish the loving, gentle, and safe relationship to ourselves, others, and life itself that was out of our reach. We are relearning how to practically and essentially provide care, love, and honor to ourselves while feeling safe. We are free to do it. The new reestablishing self has its basis upon the condition of life. The threat of death is dissolving, and that is why in 3D reality death is so present in so many different ways at the moment. As we are letting go of everything that we thought we were, that one power that will guide and support us to make it to the other side is the presence and love that is coming from our eternal self and eternal creation. We are returning to innocence, self-knowing, and self-love. As the ancient code is being seen this next weeks will bring huge revelations on the knowing of the self and the meaning of life, and great realizations and understandings will be achieved on the whole fallen journey, but also the life that is ahead. The game is being revealed in all of its splendor. The meaning of life is here to be understood, felt, and embraced in its opposite expressions. This is a true blessing. 144 coming in. Blessings of love to all. Erini. Huna ma anatta kumara. From Divine Sister of the Light Judith Kusel, know thyself, and to thine own self be true. Universal law. I am reminded of the above this morning as this universal truth, and one of the most powerful of all the universal laws applies to this momentous time of collapse and new birth more than anything else. It means the deepest unlocking of your own soul and all the knowledge, the wisdom, the soul potential of your infinite soul as eternally and infinitely connected to your soul group monad from all lifetimes on earth and beyond, and all parallel lives and universes is there indeed within you. Add to this the vast cosmic knowledge which one can only truly access through the soul as one with the universal consciousness. Via the I am that I am. This is only when the higher transmitter channels are fully opened in all respects. To know oneself is to know oneself into the deepest shadows and the highest light. In all your soul as infinite creation has ever known and experienced, in whatever form this may be. For one part of your own soul always stays with the galaxy, star system, or constellation of origin, and is fully present and alive and active there, no matter where all the other parts of your soul are incarnated or simultaneously present in other parts of the universes. To know oneself is to truly embrace all of you. 1717 coming in. It means to go ever deeper within and reconnect with your soul, to remember the truth of who and what you are in truth, and then to live it. This is where the second part comes in, to thine own self be true. This means to be authentic, truthfully you, and to express it, to stand in your truth and stand fully in your highest mastery, and to be true to yourself no matter what happens and what is going on around you. We have all experienced since the fall of Atlantis what it means to give one's power away as soul and to become subservient to others. This rendered us with great feelings of powerlessness, and therefore our root chakras turned red with fears, insecurities, with fear of survival, with flight mode, predator and prey. We are now fully transcending this, and with this, as we rise into the fifth dimensional state, the root chakra turns into a bright and beautiful platinum, and it becomes the I am that I am. I know this for sure. I am always safe and secure. There is always more than enough. I am standing in my soul mastery. I am standing in my soul power as I know who and what I am in truth, and I am living it. I am soul empowered. Once you know yourself and you are true to yourself, your infinite soul is enabled to soar as your consciousness levels rise. And now you claim life and live more abundantly. You live it with the utter knowing that all is well and that you in truth create your own reality. You are in charge of what you wish to manifest in your life or not. And more than this, you take full responsibility for all your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, and what you choose to create. You are standing fully in your own light and not in anyone's shadow. You have finally come home to your own true self. For indeed divinity is there within you, not outside, within, and he or she who lives this is indeed free, and no thing and no one can ever take that freedom away. Know thyself, and to thine own soul self be true. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Brothor of the Light, Mike Harrigan. Decree of liberation. In the name of the heart of Source under grace, I now decree that all lesser pathways be closed, all experiences of lack and limitations be ended for good, and I be guided to my highest pathway only. I now call forth my blessings and responsibilities as a human and a master co-creator in the divine plan for the new golden age. I command that my mighty I Am presence take over fully now. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. I now call on my mighty I Am presence to fill me, stabilize me, and connect me to the earth where I am holding the light, I am a soul of love, a heart of peace, a mind of stillness, a being of light. I am magic and power. I am here to live, laugh, love, celebrate, expand, and contribute. I am magic and I am power, and in this remembrance I am free. The mighty I am presence. I am an infinite spark of all that is and has ever existed. I am divine intelligence incarnated into a physical body for the purpose of conscious co-creation and assistance to all. 144 flowing in. I am the light that brings clarity to the illusory human mind where I now dwell. I am pure light consciousness transforming a fear-based planet into a free, sovereign one, and so are you. I am awake within every subatomic particle of my beingness. The flame of God's holy light activates as I become my beloved I am presence. As I align through all dimensions of light, I am every aspect of my soul light, bringing this energy through the light codes of creation into my loving heart. I am home. I love you. I align my molecules with the Christ consciousness vibration of unconditional love, light and service to all beings. May I remain centered as my highest self, so I may clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine messages that wish to come through me. May my path be illuminated, so I may walk forward courageously, knowing I am protected, guided, and led toward my highest truth and the highest best for myself and everyone I come in contact with, whether I interact with them or not. May I be a lighthouse shining in the dark, illuminating the path to help others find their way home, so we may co-create and collectively collaborate on consciously curating this new paradigm of heaven on earth together out of all love and all light. So it is, so it is, so it is. So hum. I am that I am. The universe exists within me as much as I am in the universe. From Mike Harrigan. From Divine Sister of the Light Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, our planet is achieving a great step forward towards unification. We are now witnessing the rehabilitation of the gold planetary grid and hence the masculine principle, situated in Iran, and that continues feeding the distorted masculine principle of creation. It is now that the masculine essence is being finally restored, and with the assistance of the massive soul emanations received during this time, the many planetary healers, and other highly evolved beings, we can now say that we are finally restoring the masculine and female pillars in our planet, although this is just the beginning of a long path. The masculine principle associated with the golden aspects of us and creation, and therefore with the seraphim consciousness, the avian races, originated from the gold sound pillar of the creational flame, are now restoring eons of distortions in this area. Guides invite those with that universal mission, for example, the blue ray descendants, to help in the retrieval of the authentic divine masculine essence, especially in this area, for half of the planet continues living within the distorted masculine, while the other half with the distorted female one. This is a very important time, not just from an individual evolutionary view, but from the macro one as well. For we are being called to discern, to open our hearts to the truth, while we hold strong boundaries to filter manipulation and other energetic damage, so we can witness what is taking place and start assisting where we are guided, by first holding clarity on what is authentic and what is not, which can only come from the deep communion with our God Self. As many of you already know, through your own experience in the field, the Iran portal is the main planetary grid that holds the masculine principle, and that is the 10th dimensional gate of Earth. This is precisely the one that gives us access to the 10th dimensional ray, connected to our 10th dimensional chakra, our solar star chakra, and therefore impeding the total reconstruction and reconnection to this divine solar aspect of us. 144 coming in. The next step in our ascension path is precisely to reconnect our solar star chakra after having retrieved the connection to our 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensional selves, and hence monad. This is the importance that the Earth Scribes have, as you know, as without them being rehabilitated, we cannot continue with our mission of conscious reconnection and DNA awakening. It is now that we have the opportunity to not just be a neutral witness, but an active participant in these planetary events, contributing in all we can to seed a new mentality, a more loving and compassionate one that helps restore the principles of creation. We all have our planetary evolutionary journey and challenges to cope with, for our path is not exempt from obstacles to help our growth. However, we too need to remember that as ascending souls, we too came here with a double mission: to support the planetary new consciousness that is emerging, anchoring it, and helping heal all the distorted structures, for all is one with us in nature. Thank you for your loving contribution to our beloved planet, beloved ones, within infinite love and compassion for all, from NataliaAlba.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Natalie Glasson, Awakening of Everything, Cosmic Council of 12. Greetings and love. We, the Cosmic Council of 12, share our love and blessings with you. We hold the essence of Creator truth, and we send it throughout the entire universe of the Creator. We charge your entire being with this essence of truth, a truth in many ways that only the Creator can truly understand, and yet you are the Creator incarnated. You hold the vibration, the energy, the source of all that is, so you can understand this truth as well. Maybe in a different way to our understanding as the Cosmic Council of 12. Your understanding will be perfect and appropriate for your level of growth and your experience upon the earth, as well as what your soul wishes to embark upon. Imagine this high vibration of truth flowing and synthesizing throughout your being and your entire existence, as well as the universe of the Creator. In fact, everything that is the Creator. This is creating an awakening. It is awakening everything and everyone. Not only that, within every aspect of the Creator, this synthesis of truth is awakening every part of that aspect. If we take your body, your being, your soul, all that you are, the synthesis of truth is flowing into your being. It has the potential to awaken every part of your being. This may sound appealing, and it is appropriate at this time. However, there is also a need to hold an understanding that when everything is awoken within your being, it will need to find a new balance. This may be why you feel stuck or disappointed in your reality, or maybe only aspects of your reality at this time. As this vibration of truth comes forth with a purpose of awakening everything to a certain degree or certain level, a new balance must be found. A new understanding, a new appreciation of self, and a new acceptance of self and all that is the Creator. There is a need to recognize where you feel stuck in your reality and where you feel disappointed. And yes, acceptance is appropriate and necessary. Accepting where you are in this precise moment of your growth and your reality. Also accepting that there are steps that need to be taken in order to create the balance that is needed. You can ask yourself in quiet time or meditation, where do you feel stuck in your reality or within your being, or disappointed? Can you and are you willing to accept that this is where you are at this time? Are you able to contemplate a new step forward that could create the balance that is necessary and needed? What would this step be? Balance is needed so that you may then continue to synthesize with the vibration of truth that is automatically and naturally happening within your being and your reality. Balance will help you enjoy the awakening that is coming forth and to enjoy the awakening of truth and remembrance that will manifest. We invite you to contemplate this. You may wish to ask us, the Cosmic Council of 12, to synthesize and align you with this vibration of truth that awakens everything and everyone. Our love is with you always, and we thank you. Cosmic Council of 12, from omna.org. From Divine Brother of the Light Pars Kute, the planet is now moving into abundance mode, and everyone will joyfully learn to express themselves and to create from the magic within. The Earth has begun to move from a solid third-dimensional planet to a fourth and fifth-dimensional fluidity. Nothing is solid or fixed now. Everything is becoming fluid light as the planet is being reformed into a series of constant light vibrational flows. In truth, our planet has always been made from a series of multidimensional fluid light flows. These are forms of light that are constantly vibrant, moving, transforming, and reflecting light. We need to let go within the essence of these radical changes to our energetic environment. Now that we have entered a different time realm, these spaces have always existed on Earth, and now these higher realms are solidly anchored within the environment of the planet. There have been moments in the past where we have simply glimpsed these spaces. However, now this energetic framework is fully opened and is to be a permanent structure of Earth. Within our cells, the same multidimensional light flows exist. Our cells are being enlivened, are vibrant and glowing from these higher flows of consciousness. There is a quickening taking place right now through our systems. As we adjust to these higher energetic flows within, we may feel confusion, disorientation, not being able to think clearly as our brain cells, pineal and brain synapses go through a series of rapid electrical changes. In the very moment the vibrational brilliance of 2024 opened, a vast light was ignited through all the heart cells. Within that pure experience, a sacred restoration of us was being bestowed back to us. This was the action of destiny set in motion, the redefinition of self being actualized through us. This very happening was designed to bring us back into a higher functioning existence as we carry within us the expansive fluid vibrational creation potential within our energetic systems. We have been repositioned to function within a higher arena of consciousness than ever before in this incarnation. We are being called right now to contribute our unique heart frequency to the collective energy of hearts. Over this last month, our heart cells have been naturally synchronized to a sacred pulse within the universal consciousness. The pulsing creates a natural shift within us, repositioning us to our original frequency settings. While we are being realigned to our unique higher intelligence through this consciousness pulse, we are on the cusp of realigning to our multidimensional potential. Our unique sacred systems have the capability of being reinstated through a creation process of transmutation that exists within our heart's frequency. As light flows are reestablishing through our heart cells, brain cells and brain synapses, this shift within our sacred systems accesses another path of multidimensional operations, like a light switch being turned on for the first time. During this transitional phase, we are being directed to focus on being still in moments within our heart to further align to the synchronization of potential oneness. This conscious choice action of stillness created by us will open a natural inner desire for returning to oneness, to realigning to home. Be still within our heart to align to this higher pulse, this unique hum that is automatically aligning to another unique collective heart frequency. Remember, we are enough just as we are in this moment. We allow our sacred intelligence to guide us through our expanded heart flows. Remember, we have been instructed by our galactic family of light, the Pleiadians, to allow our sacred heart to be our guiding light, our compass for this time. Each one of us has an essential mission to complete, a part to play through our unique sacred heart frequency. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. We have a very special transmission for you today from our divine sister of the light, Sangita Handa. So really feel into the energies of this one. Pluto enters Aquarius with its sacred geometry to remove the Kali Yuga. The end of the Kali Yuga has arrived. This is a brief post before I leave for the Taj Mahal to view the 11:24 p.m. full moon in Leo on the 25th of January 2024, 888. I shall be at the Taj, night viewing of Taj between 11 and 11:30 p.m. as the moon goes full and shines upon the Taj, the octagon, to initiate the end of the Kali Yuga, with Pluto conjunct the Sun in Aquarius and the full moon squaring this conjunction. This is the initiation of the end of the Kali Yuga and the beginning of the fall of the curtain of 75% darkness that engulfed the earth for 432,000 years. The sacred geometry of Pluto is the octagon, and its rays are the blue ray 1, the ray of obliteration and complete destruction of duality, with its twin ray, the violet ray 7, the transmutation and resurrection ray. These are the attributes of the planet Pluto. The amethyst tablet, page 304 to 307. When the time for the shift arrives, at the end of Gaia's blueprint, they shall operate the key and unlock the gate. The key is the flame of the octagonal benevolence. The violet fire. The violet fire is the flame of freedom that resides within every cell of the human being. When the human is ready, it gets activated from within the interior cellular body and amplifies outward progressively through the added physical application of the violet fire by the individual. This is why the violet fire technology is of paramount importance in order to get out of the old sacred geometry, the blind maze of the third dimensional vehicle, and rise into the fifth dimensional frequency of freedom. For this manifestation, the violet fire must be invoked. The violet fire is the technology, the key to ultimate freedom. The violet fire thereby subsequently revolutionizes the very vibration of the human from the basic atomic and subatomic level. By changing the vibration, it actually changes the third-dimensional Merkaba of the tetrahedron to the octahedron, the sacred geometry of the fifth dimension. Thus the violet fire is rightfully acknowledged as the flame of octagonal benevolence. Why benevolence? Because it is a flame of forgiveness, mercy, and compassion. A munificent, magnanimous fire. Furthermore, it capacitates the human to recall their chosen mission. It introduces the human to its macro soul, the astral soul, the 13th aspect of the sacred geometry of 1320-33, from which 12 oversouls bifurcate into experience realms of different dimensions. The violet fire merges the human with its higher presence, the 20th aspect of the sacred geometry. The individual gets to know who exactly is its original I Am presence. It moreover lifts the human to the ultimate goal of this experiment to attain the 33rd degree of Christ consciousness, the 33rd aspect of the sacred geometry. Hence it is the violet fire, the flame of octagonal benevolence, the key that takes the human literally by the hand to the exit door of the blind maze. It exposes to man the hidden sacred geometry of 1320, 33, 44, 0, the trajectory of the return to light, in order to exit the deadliest, lethal, terminal, fatal, irreversible blueprint adopted by Earth, from which it was expected there would be no return nor any survivors. But the violet fire, the flame of octagonal benevolence, did it. And who made this happen? None other than the great Commander-in-Chief of the new Earth, Saint Germain, the blessed brother to all humanity. Please place the greatest tablet of the new age, the amethyst tablet, at your altar of worship and light a candle, some incense, and recite the decrees. Time to connect with the Commander individually now. Help him to bring down the curtain of the Kali Yuga forever this year, especially now at the initiation on the full moon, 11:24 p.m. IST. The blue ray 1 and the violet ray 2 enter Earth, as Earth has moved into the age of Aquarius, whose ray is the emerald 5th ray of joy, healing, practical evolution of Earth into the spirit realm, technology and concrete science, ignition of all psychic powers, the opening of Lord Shiva's third eye of complete destruction of duality. The 5th ray is assigned to the third eye, the eye of Shiva, the eye of God. When this eye opens, all duality is obliterated, and the time has come, finally. Get ready, the 144,000 light frequency holders on Earth. You are being called to full service. The time and purpose for which you took birth has arrived. Octagon, octahedron, sacred geometry of the 5th dimension, Taj Mahal, the lion consciousness of Lyra and Sirius, the hierarch, the commander-in-chief of the new Aquarian age. Pluto is in Aquarius. Are you all ready for the 888 occult full moon in Leo? Very special as it is heralding the entry of Pluto. Why is Pluto by itself so significant? Its ray and sacred geometry is here to support beloved Saint Germain with the new age in a big way. Pluto entered Aquarius, and so has the Sun. So we have a conjunction here. And now with the incoming full moon in Leo, we have a squaring too. Full moon, Leo squares, conjunct Pluto, the Sun. Let's see what happens. You saw what 1/1 January 1st brought? Well, our Sun, with the ongoing conjunct Pluto, has woken up from its long, unusual, quiet spell of no activity. January 20th, Solaris released a CME almost directly toward Earth that should touch down by tomorrow. It's expected to be at M-class, but not so fast. Wait until the moon goes full in Leo on the 25th and squares the Sun that has juxtaposed Pluto. The Sun has only just awoken, yawned, and released a solar blip. Use the violet fire like never before. Help Saint Germain to usher out the Kali Yuga and change our sacred geometry forever. This full moon in Leo could change your sacred geometry if you are ready. It's an octagon. I'm off on the 22nd for our Taj Mahal to view the 888 at the octagon. The lion consciousness ignites with the first full moon of this year. Number 8 is Sirius and the lion consciousness. Huge significance. The temple of God's will, power, and protection. You have a new God on the planet, the Commander-in-Chief, fully operational from this year of the number 8. Call on him. From Sangitahanda.net.